So today we're going to give you a tour of my 2002 Freightliner Sprinter that I converted into a camper van that I am now selling. So on the outside, it is a 2002. It's a little old. It does have some rust, but not too bad. I've replaced the tail lights. It has a hitch, of course. A little bit of rust on the doors as well. So going around the front here, I've got a solar battery tender swapped to the Mercedes grill. I do have two new headlights to put in. Just use some bulbs. Got some Cooper off-road tires. And you may have noticed the backup cam, external camera. I have a camera on each side as well, and then a camera up front. So you have 360-degree views around it. And there's the camera up front. Just did new brakes last year, pads, rotors, Coney suspension all the way around, along with sumo springs in the rear. I do have the sumo springs to go in the front, just never got around to installing them. Up top, you got a max air fan, two solar panels. One is a 200 watt, the other one I believe is a 150. It was on the van when I bought it, so it brings in about 400 watts. Moving inside, got Victron components for the electrical system we'll get into in just a moment. A closet storage here. So a couple shelves. It will come with everything you see, including the bedding, brand new cassette toilet. Comes out. There's also a bed right there that my daughter used. I'll show you that in just a moment. Up top, more storage. Got a USB hub. It's got a antenna extender as well. It does 11 or so different signals. Broom, fire extinguisher, extension cord, kind of the normal stuff. Curtains up front. And you'll see Android Auto. I believe it does Apple as well. And then the cameras, which I can turn on with this button right here. And then you can see the cameras right up top. Swivel passenger seat, which I'll get to in just a moment. All right, swivel seat. So just unlock it right up front, and then swivel it right around. This is actually where I used to work from, so you'll notice got a fold-down monitor right here, and I had a little desk that I would use to give me my extra monitor. This can also swivel around. Moving through the kitchen space, magnetic bar mount with some knives. Used to hang my cups up here. Sink, water pump, 5-gallon hot water heater, of course. It will come with all the dishes, pots, pans, tea kettle, all that in there. More storage and plates, bowls, cups up here. Extra cupboard. This one is for your fridge, freezer, and out the cool. Runs off 12 volt or 110. Got two sections, which is pretty nice. Slides in, lock. Camp Chef propane stove with oven, the 2-burner. Keep this in there for rattling. All right, ready to go. Silverware, some utensils in there. More cooking utensils, book bags, things like that. And then the propane tank is right under there. And that has just been refilled on my last trip. So over here, we have the dining area. It is a lagoon style table, so you can swivel it, move it around as needed. Use this board to post up my pictures. Another one over here, it's got the little LED lights, of course, lights up top, max air fan, TV. I had a Chromecast plugged into it. It does have a DVD player built in, so you can use that if you'd like. This does convert down to a full bed. I used to sleep sideways. If you're under 6 foot, works really well. If you're over 6 foot, kind of have to lay at a little angle. It's not too bad though. I used it for quite a long time. I will also include the outdoor shower, max tracks, the diesel for the diesel heater, which is right over here. And we'll go back out to the back now. All right, out the back, TV does come out with it as well. So you can actually watch TV out here if needed. Alternator charger, lots of plugs, two Battle Born 100 amp hour batteries with these warmers that I installed because it gets pretty cold here in Wyoming with the Multi-Plus 2000 inverter. I never ran into any power issues. This side, got a little shovel in there in case you need it. Insulated covers for all windows. They have the black, or you can switch to the gray side. They're from Quest Overland. Magnetic, really easy to put up. And this side has the outdoor shower, it's a little bamboo pad, some fire starters, water tank, water filter. It literally has everything ready to go. You can take it home, you can go camping, you can live in it right away. Fuse panel right under there, along with a lot of other stuff. Dad came up with actually to help out with my daughter since she's getting a little bigger. We couldn't share the bed anymore. You can actually unclip this, get them out of the way so the legs will fall. Use this handle. And actually lift straight up. Drops down to a bed. Make sure all your legs come down. And then unclip this one. We've got a couple more legs for this section. And it drops down. So you'd have a mat up there, of course, a little sleeping pad. Obviously, a smaller bed works well for a child. I've actually slept 4 in here before with this, and then a bed right up front as well. But you could always turn this into extra storage if you wanted to, but I found it pretty helpful. So, as I mentioned, it will come with all the bedding if you'd like. I've got a few pillows, some of these camp pillows that fold down pretty small. I like to do a lot of hiking, sheets, blankets, all of it has been washed and cleaned. And I actually forgot another cool feature that we added. Since I did work from the van quite a bit, we actually added a outdoor desk. So it slides right out. You can have your chair out here, do any work outside, enjoy the weather if you'd like. I actually use it as a landing pad for my drone quite often as well. You can work on it, tinker, do whatever you need to. Overall, it's been a great van. I'm just looking for something a little bit bigger now that my daughter's getting a little bit older, preferably with a dedicated desk since I do work remotely. It would be nice to take a few more trips. But pretty clean overall for its age. I do have Bluetooth scanner, of course, the Autel, which everybody recommends for the Mercedes vans. They work really well. And then no issues start it up every time. We'll come in here. Lights right up. Makes it a little warmer. And it comes right up. There is a light for the brake pad sensors. A couple of those I think may be broken. All it is a brake wear sensor. We replaced a few when we did the brakes, but I think one of them may have fallen off. I do have extra sensors right here. If that like bothers you, to me, I think you pretty much know when your brakes are wearing. But extra PLW metal handle. If you're familiar with these vans, it's pretty common for the plastic to break on the door. Um, so that's good to have. Insulated cover for the Max Air fan. Like I said, everything you really need. You can pick it up today, drive it cross country, drive it home, do whatever you need to. Or use it like me. You know, I was more of a weekend warrior van. We did some extended trips through Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, lots of trips down to Colorado, but mainly in this area. Handled the mountain passes fine. Keep it a little slow, you know, when you're going up so it doesn't get too hot. Probably gets 20, 22 miles per gallon roughly. Honestly, didn't measure it too terribly often. It is the Mercedes diesel, of course. So runs great. It's got a lot of maintenance records as well, like your solar battery charger. You can plug in your solar panel whenever you're stopped. Just keep your main battery ready to go. You can do a little cap test. Loosened all the way. It's not really moving at all. I did have the injectors repaired, brakes, new alternator, quite a few other things if I remember correctly, but I can just look up and check that. All the papers were coming there. I bought it in 2020, converted it, and then have been using it for the last 6 years or so. With a lot of little trips here and there, and it honestly has been great. It's a little small for my needs now. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm going to post this along with a few things online, full build sheets, all that fun stuff. I appreciate your time, your interest. Feel free to share it. If you know anybody else that would be interested in it, it's been a good band. We'll do a quick driving test. As I mentioned, you have the 4 cameras around there. You can change that if you only want to focus on one or whatever you need to. All controlled down here, so you can turn those off. Same with like your Android Auto if you need to do that. As I mentioned, it drives great. I did also have the climate control rebuilt. It's pretty common for the connectors and stuff to go bad in these, so you couldn't adjust anything. I did have that done. This all has, a little alternator, battery voltage meter there. I also added keyless entry. That way you can lock the doors, while you're lying in bed. Key down there. So we'll just drive it back home. We'll see how it drives. I do like this van. As I mentioned, the only reason I'm selling it is getting a little small for us, but very easy to drive around. Easy to find a parking spot. Put it in even the smallest of spots. I haven't ran into any issues ever like that. But I also had a bike rack you can put on the back to ride your bike around or do whatever you need to if it's a little easier for you. Realize I didn't get a good video of the desk from this side. So you can sit right here, get a nice view. Open your windows if you need to. Here's that pop down monitor. And you just pull that string. It comes right down. So full monitor there. I had my laptop right here, or even right here sometimes, depending on how I had my desk set up. But you can use this as an extra TV, extra monitor, whatever you need to. It does swivel all the way around. and then locks right back up into place for when you're driving.